Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back your lovely faces to a brand new video here on the channel. Today we're going to be talking about two things. Firstly, we're going to be talking about Brian Cox and recently what he has said, and then we're going to take a little look, which is a very big speculation, rumour, so with that part, take it with a grain of salt. So the first part we are going to be talking about, obviously, is Brian Cox. So a couple of months ago, he brought his book out where he called Johnny Depp and a host of other actors under, that they're overrated, they shouldn't be doing this, they shouldn't be doing that, blah, blah, blah. And again, I like Brian Cox. I said in those videos, I'm a huge fan of Brian Cox, actually, because, some of his films are absolutely phenomenal. And he does deserve all the praise he gets for his acting. But it does seem to be that when he's not acting, he's trying to drum up a bit of publicity for himself and his roles and whatnot. And obviously, the key thing at this moment in time is Johnny Depp and AH. And again, back then, he was like, when he put, there was no need for him to put that in his books. And he's, he hasn't really acted alongside Johnny Depp. Steven Seagal, he did in The Glimmer Man and everything else. And Steven Seagal's just a big prat anyway. But this is what we got. So, AH was not treated fairly during the high-profile defamation case against her ex-husband, Johnny Depp, says Brian Cox. We are getting this from koimoy.com. The Succession star said he feels sorry for the Aquaman actor who has been brutally done online and after the libel trial was over. In a recent interview with The Times, Cox was asked about the Pirates of the Caribbean star whom he once called overrated in his autobiography, Putting the Rabbit in the Hat, but later expressed regret for writing it. The public loves him, the actor responded, to which the interviewer suggested that the jury from the bombshell trial also loved him too, to which he said, well, they did. Again, you're not going to find someone on this earth who doesn't really know who Johnny Depp is. A lot of people are going to be like, you know what, I like this film of his, I didn't like this film, which is a lot of actors do have. And obviously, with this, it's going the same way that Elaine and all them said afterwards, oh, they all knew who he was, they all went for him straight from the get-go. No, they didn't. Because you need to remember, when they were actually doing this and going through it, and they actually gave her $2 million for, part of this thing when in her, because she was doing it to him, she was suing him as well. So it's going to see that, with that happening, and then you got Brian Cox saying this, it's like, trying to get his name back out there. And plus with this, obviously after the Emmys the other day, where the show he's on created huge buzz, won a lot of awards and everything else. But seeing this, going back to it, so going on to, I feel sorry for the woman. I think she got the rough end of it, he added, referring to Depp's ex-wife. Depp sued her for $50 million over a Washington Post op-ed she wrote in 2018 in which she referred herself to this. But that's what we got for that one there. And it's interesting because obviously, like we were saying with Brian Cox, he is of a certain age, where that type of age now, where a lot of them, they don't have any filters. And I think he is just trying to drum up the publicity for himself and for his book and for his shows. That's really all this is. But with the interviewer from The Times asking him this question, it's almost like, you know what, yeah. Oh yeah, well, I think this happened. But again, no, I'm pretty sure if this happened to Brian Cox, he would probably be in the same shoes as Johnny Depp's frame of mind and thinking, well, I'm innocent. That's if Brian Cox didn't do anything. He's like, no, I'm not going to have this. I'm going to take her to court. But again, no, it's interesting to see that Brian Cox thought this was the right way to go. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move on now, which as you can see, it is a huge speculation, rumor warning. This is going to be out there. Again, I'm taking this with a huge grain of salt. Sadly, it is coming from Pop Topic, where we used to cover quite a few things from them because, again, I was speaking with people who were in the know certain things, and they were like, yeah, Pop Topic, well, at the time, Sausage Roll, they were like, oh yeah, they're on the money. Yeah, that's kind of true. We have heard this. But with this, no one knows. People are like, yeah, we haven't really heard this. And what have we got? The following. Ever since the Aquaman actress lost the defamation suit, Hollywood seemingly tried to keep a distance from her. The latest report claims that the actress would use her body and looks to manipulate men into giving her whatever she wanted. The Pop Topic report claims an insider revealed that she slept her way to the top of the entertainment industry. Interestingly, this has been a strategy since her modelling days. Again, like I said, guys, speculation, rumour warning, take this with a huge, huge grain of salt. Production houses have tried to get rid of her, but it is said to be quite complicated. Rumours also suggest that she uses the strategy to convince James Wan to retain her position in the Aquaman series. Like, with that there, I'm going to call 100% BS. On the part with James Wan, 100%. I really am. And again, I've spoken with people who are in the know. They do know James Wan and everything else, and they're like, yeah, this hasn't happened. So that's what I'm going with. Like I said, speculation, rumour. Sadly, Pop Topic, they want to get these. But I thought I'd just bring this out there because, again, people need to hear these things, and it's kind of sad that some places, which actually did have quite a good reputation, are now going down the route of the Perez Hilton and Dan Wootton route. The publication quoted a source as saying, "There's been a lot of talk about her. The Hills have been singing her song since before the divorce drama started. It's just a different tune now." Anybody in Hollywood has heard of her Wild This, and sadly that means Depp knew too. He knew, and it was slowly killing him. He didn't want to confront her. He just ran away, went on benders to try and do this as emotions, and thoughts with these and alcohol. Again, because one question I did ask the people, one of my sources, I did ask, with this, obviously, why didn't this come out before the news on the parties came out the other month? And they were like, because we haven't heard of it. This is the problem, see? This is one of the big reasons. Most big studios began distancing themselves from her after the messy divorce simply because they didn't want to upset Johnny Depp by hiring her. Things, though, changed when she made those allegations against him. The tables surely did turn, the source added. The same insider further said, but now after trial and after all the new leaks are coming out about her past and even her present, Hollywood has had enough. A lot of us were actually pretty shocked when we found out that she had been cast as Mera in the Aquaman movies. Not because of the Johnny Depp situation, but because she's not a great actress. Again, with that there. But it's kind of interesting, because Johnny Depp did say even in the actual trial, he goes, how do you think she got Aquaman? It was because of Johnny, because at the time, he was hired to be in Fantastic Beasts, and basically, he's like, under Warner Brothers, I'm going to be in here, can you hire my wife? That's what it was. I would hesitate to even call her B-list. Also, being one of the leads in the film and only banking approximately $2 million for the part, that just doesn't seem right. Again, straight away, this is just BS, because there's a lot of leads who actually do get the low end of the money frame. And again, when you look at this, it's like, you know what? This is exactly how it goes. And with them saying she was one of the leads, she was like the third or the fourth lead. It was Jason Momoa, then it was Wilson, then it was her. I believe it was her, yeah. Then it was like Nicole Kidman. It was either her or Nicole Kidman then her, because that's how it went. The report also said that the insider claimed when Aquaman producers tried to execute a clause in a contract which would have gotten her fired, James Wan fought for her to keep her in the film. Now with this, we don't know if it's the second or the first film, because we did see that she was let go out of her contract before Aquaman 2 was starting the film. We saw that was last year. She was let go in February of last year. Then her option was picked up again in June of last year. Then the following month, she started filming. Not just that, the filmmaker even tried to retain all the scenes in the film, and the producers tried to limit her role in the entire film by cutting her screen time to just 10 minutes. Obviously, they are referring now to Aquaman 2. And that's what we got by there, folks. Like we were saying, there's a lot of rumours going out there at the moment regarding this. And to be honest with you, that's all they are. We can't take anything for granted until we actually get a proper scene, a proper test screening of the film, really. And with it being delayed until Christmas next year, we're not going to see or hear of any test screenings for at least, I'd probably say for at least 5 months, at least. that's when they will start doing it, because then they'll have at least 8 to 10 months to actually try and get things. You know, if they need to reshoot things, that's when it'll happen. If you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell for future updates, and I'll see each and every one of you soon.